Hello there, friends, and welcome back. It is that time again. It's time for Amanda to get excited about books. Welcome back to this video series. If you've been watching, welcome. If this is your first time taking a look at one of these videos, my name is Amanda. I'm the assistant director here at the Nevada Public Library, and I film these videos because I get so excited when we get boxes of new books in here at the library. And I like to share that excitement with all of you and show you a little bit of some of what we've got coming in, what we're adding to our collection, what you want to put on hold and read as soon as you can get it. So our usual housekeeping notes, these items are in our catalog right now, so you can sign in and you can place a hold on any of the titles that you see coming out of this box that you would like to read. There's a handy book list option. If you're on the main page of the catalog and you go look on the right-hand side, there's a book lists option. There's a lot of great lists there, including unboxing video number 1 through, I think this is number 15. So if you click on Unboxing Video 15, you will see a list of everything that's in this box that I'm about to show you, and you can place holds right from that list. It's super convenient and handy. Please do check it out. It's a great way to see what's in this box and to quickly place holds. So now that we've got all that out of the way, we'll get to the good part, which is showing you these amazing books. I'll try to keep it quick, but I'll talk a little bit about some of them, maybe read a little bit of the inside on some of them, show you what we've got, and hopefully you are as excited about some of what's in this box as I am sure to be. There's always at least one thing in every box that I'm like, yes, I can't wait for this, I'm on hold for this. So hopefully you're excited about this too. Let's dive in and let's see what is in this box today. Right off the bat, we've got a big name, All That Glitters, a new Danielle Steel title that's just come in. So if you are a fan of hers, if you follow her titles, you will definitely want to get on hold for this one. In her dazzling new novel, a young woman must overcome tremendous adversity in her quest to find herself and to achieve real happiness. This is one woman's journey through life. It's a compelling tale of challenges, heartbreak, discovery, and triumph, a powerful reminder that all that glitters is not the essence of life, and that what is truly worth having was right there in our hands all along. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, make sure to get your name on this one. I'm sure there's going to be a hold. I know we've got quite a few Danielle Steel fans out there. Up next is one that I am excited about. I'm happy to see this in here. This is Pistuvi, and this is by, the full name isn't on the front, Merwan is the last name. This is a junior graphic novel, which I'm very excited about. This sounds super adorable and one that will really tug at the heartstrings. This is about a little girl who lives with a mischievous young fox named Pistuvi. They share a charming little treehouse surrounded by a magical prairie, tended by a giant tractor man and the wind spirit he loves. Together, this girl and Pistuvi spend time frolicking their days away without a care, but soon the birds arrive and everything changes. This is a beautiful lyrical fable about the transition from childhood freedom to adult responsibility, kind of growing up, and how that happens between this girl and her little fox friend. This sounds like it will be amazing. I know I want to read this one. I definitely recommend that you get your name on hold for this. Ooh, and speaking of young middle grade graphic novels, here's another one that I'm excited about. I'm sure I'm on hold for this one. This is the start of a new graphic novel series for kids and for middle grade age, the Super Sidekicks series, and this is the first one called No Adults Allowed. In this case, all of these young people are trying to prove to the adult superheroes that they are more than just sidekicks, and they are ready to make their own team and go out and show what they are capable of. So if this sounds like something that you would enjoy or something that the kiddos in your life would enjoy, make sure to put your name on hold for this one. It's sure to be a lot of fun, and there will be more to come. Book 2's already been announced for 2021, so if you like this, there will be more. This is one that also is exciting to see. We've got some memoir titles in this box. This is No Time Like the Future by Michael J. Fox. And of course, you know, a lot of people recognize Michael J. Fox from a number of his famous roles, such as Marty McFly in Back to the Future and Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, amongst others. And this is him sharing personal stories and observations about illness and health and aging the strength of family and friends, and how our perceptions about time affect the way we approach mortality. Thoughtful and moving, but with his trademark sense of humor, this book provides a vehicle for reflection about our lives, our loves, and our losses. So this is sure to be an excellent read if you are a fan of Michael J. Fox, if you enjoy reading memoirs. You'll definitely want to get your name on hold for this one and pick this title up. And oh my gosh, on the topic of memoirs, this is one to be hugely excited about. This is one, if you're not on hold for, you want to. All of the early praise and early reviews of this have talked about how excellent this is. This is Barack Obama's A Promised Land. Sure to be just an absolutely wonderful read. Just President Obama has so many great ways with words, and this sort of reflecting on his presidency and on, you know, how all of that went and things leading up to that and so on is sure to be just absolutely compelling. I know I really want to take a look at this one and read this one. You will definitely want to get your name on hold for this as well. And the memoirs keep coming in this box. This is another one I've been hearing so many good things about. This is This Time Next Year We'll Be Laughing by Jacqueline Winspear. And you might recognize her as the author of a series of historical mysteries, I believe the Maisie Dobbs series. And this is a memoir of her family's resilience during the face of war, you know, set in World War II, or looking back at her family's history in World War II. This is sure to be quite a read if you've enjoyed her mystery series, if you've enjoyed her fiction. This is a little bit of a look of some of what her family has encountered and what she's grown up with as a result of that. So you'll definitely want to get your name on this. I've heard nothing but good things about this title. Oh, this is another one that I'm excited yet sad to see in this box. This is Piece of My Heart by Mary Higgins Clark and Alafair Burke. This is the continuation of the Under Suspicion series featuring Laurie Moran. This is also the final Mary Higgins Clark novel, as she did pass away not too long ago. And so this is one that I'm eager to read because I've enjoyed this series, but also sad to read because I know that there won't be any more, at least not in what we've been getting from her, the final novel from our Queen of Suspense. So if you have enjoyed her writing, if you've been reading the Under Suspicion series, you will want to get yourself on hold for this one and read this final title of hers. And if you are a person who prefers audiobooks, that one is in this box on audio as well. So I always say, if you haven't explored audiobooks, I highly recommend them. They're great for anytime you want to be hands-free, when you're in the car, you're at the gym, anything like that. They're just, you know, a different way to read. It's still reading, but it's a little bit of a different experience sometimes. And I always recommend checking those out if you're looking for that or you're interested. Can usually steer you towards some good suggestions or good readers and narrators and such. So if you are someone who prefers audiobooks or want to give them a try, but you are interested in this Mary Higgins Clark title, we have it on audiobook as well. Another hugely exciting one that I know everybody out there is going to be so excited to see, the latest installment in the Alex Cross series. This is Deadly Cross by James Patterson. Double homicide in the nation's capital opens the psychological case files of Detective Alex Cross. So if you have read this series, if you've enjoyed it, you will definitely want to get your name on hold for this. I'm sure there's already some people waiting for it. This is a series that I know we have a ton of fans of out there. So if you like this, definitely put your name on hold for it. Up next is one I may have to take a look at as being somewhat of an Anglophile. This is So Many Thoughts on Royal Style by Elizabeth Holmes, and this is looking at all of the women of the royal family and the outfits that they've worn and the styles that they've shown off over the years. So if you have an interest in fashion, if you have an interest in the royal family, you will definitely want to pick this one up. It goes back a ways. It looks at all of them throughout the decades. So don't miss this if you have an interest in, as I said, the royal family or in fashion at all. It's a nuanced look at the style and branding of the most influential members of the modern British royal family. Oh, I'm sure we've got some people excited to see this out there. Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline is here. So if you are eagerly awaiting this, if you loved Ready Player 1 and you need more and you're so excited for this next installment in that, you will want to pick this one up. This picks up at the end of Ready Player 1 and just dives right back in. So if you enjoyed that book, definitely pick this one up. This is another title I've been seeing pop up on lists and all kinds of things, and I'm very interested to read. This is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I suspect I'm going to say this name incorrectly, but it is by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and there is a cafe in a small back alley of Tokyo that has been serving carefully brewed coffee for more than 100 years. Legend says this shop offers something more than coffee. It offers the chance to travel back in time. And so this is looking at what would you do if you could travel back in time? Who would you want to meet? If you could go to this little cafe and time travel, would you do it? And how might that affect everybody who goes and checks it out? So this is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I know I would like to read this one. I recommend you do as well. Next one looks like a lot of fun and a good one to pick up and flip through and probably read cover to cover because I'm sure there's a lot of good info in here. This is Stuff You Should Know by Josh Clark and Chuck Bryant, an incomplete compendium of mostly interesting things. And so this just kind of takes a look at stuff you should know. They've got a podcast with this title, and so they've amassed a lot of fans, and this kind of dives into some of the things that have come up on the podcast and some other things, and just explores, what's good to know. What are things that you will want to go through life and know about? For example, the history of income tax. Something that you should know about. Stuff you should know. So check this out if you want to know some stuff you should know. Oh, we've got all kinds of things I know people are going to be excited about in this box. Up next is The Awakening by Nora Roberts, and this is kicking off a new series, The Dragonheart Legacy. This is the first book of that, and so this is a bit of a fantasy series, new from Nora Roberts. In the realm of Talam, a teenage warrior named Keegan emerges from a lake holding a sword, representing both power and the terrifying responsibility to protect the Fae. In another realm, known as Philadelphia, a young middle school teacher has just discovered she possesses a treasure of her own. So how are these two going to intertwine? What is going to happen? Where is this story going to go? You will have to pick this up and find out. If you like Nora Roberts, if you like fantasy, if this sounds up your alley, definitely put your name on hold for this one. Ooh, this is another one that I am super excited about, and I am very happy to show this one off. This is These Violent Delights. This is by Chloe Gong, and this is a young adult title. It is a reimagining of Romeo and Juliet. This is a debut author set in 1926 Shanghai, and there's a feud between two gangs on the street. You know the Romeo and Juliet story, but this brings all kinds of other things into it, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of monsters. It's sure to be just a gripping read, one that you will not want to put down. Definitely put your name on hold for this if this sounds like a book you would enjoy. And our final title in this box is a picture book from Jillian Tamaki, whose work I love. She's done some work in comics, and I've very much enjoyed that. This is Our Little Kitchen, and this brings a crew of resourceful neighbors together to prepare a meal for their community. So you see how all of them go through the process of prepping this meal and what this meal is going to entail and what it's going to mean for their community and how they all come together this is sure to be a great book to share with all of the kiddos in your life, so definitely pick up Our Little Kitchen. And that does it for this box. Thank you very much for joining me and sticking with me, and I hope that you're excited about some of the titles in this box and that you are clicking over the catalog right now to put your name on hold for the ones that you want to read. We really appreciate when you do that. It makes it helpful for us that we know who's waiting for those books and we can get them ready for you as soon as possible. I look forward to seeing you the next time we get a new box of books in and we film another video, but until then, enjoy, happy reading!